A nonprofit coffee shop in Greenwood is also offering support. Coffee House 5 is welcoming everyone tonight with an offer of mental health support and counseling. Psychotherapist Christine Turo-Shields will be there as well. Thanks so much for being with us this morning on Daybreak.
Thank you for having me.
This is not something that you've never faced before. You helped in the aftermath of the Richmond Hill explosion, the State Fair stage rigging collapse.
Yes.
You know the needs of people in a time like this. Share with our viewers what those needs tend to be.
Well, the needs are understanding the impact of the tragedy, right? I use the description of as if this boulder lands in a lake, and if you're close to proximity, you may capsize and not recognize the impact that it had. And then additionally, people who may not be in close proximity, who may not have been at the mall, but who have had a history of trauma or had a history of just mental health issues, may also feel upended. And so this is an opportunity to come together and understand, because what we know right after a tragedy, if we do a debriefing early on, it can reduce the symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder. You know, it's called acute stress disorder, which you'll see some of those trauma symptoms occur within the days or weeks after a trauma event.
Some of those would be what, for instance?
Hypervigilance, dreams, nightmares, additionally sleep disruption, an irritability, depression, sometimes replaying, having those flashbacks, everything that we attribute to post-traumatic stress disorder, but we don't understand that if we address them early on, that we can reduce them.
These tragedies have stacked up so much, particularly mass shootings, that it's almost reflexive that we hear mental health counselors will be there, and then we move on to the next thing. Do you fear that there's a hurdle that people hear that, but they don't think it applies to them, that they're welcome to go?
Yes, because I really believe that some people don't understand the impact that it has on them. Again, especially if they weren't in close proximity. But when we have a mass shooting or a critical event, it gives an opportunity for people to come together in a communal healing experience. And recognizing and remembering that we are not alone in this, and there are people to support you. And the support that comes from solidarity is really powerful.
When you have an event like tonight, is it a good start to a conversation? Can you solve anything in one evening, or is it sort of give folks some tools, strategies, or even start a relationship that might lead to lasting health? Yeah,
it's really about tools and strategies, about understanding what each individual can do, because an event like this causes people to feel powerless, helpless, destabilized, and so learning what specifically I can do to take better care of myself, whether that's addressing sleep, whether that's choosing not to drink alcohol, reaching out for support, not watching the news, because a lot of that can just add and replay and then insert images that aren't already there.
Let's go ahead and again look at that information about today. It's Coffee House 5, that's on Market Plaza in Greenwood. Counseling services, assistance from psychotherapists. You can pre-register online. They'd like you to do that. It's a great anonymous way to sort of get this whole ball rolling. Starts at 6 o'clock tonight. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me, Scott.
We appreciate it very much. And again, if you'd like to find out more information, go to wishtv.com. We have a link to this story directly under our As Seen on Wish TV section.